Cancer, how you doing, guys? So you're in for a doozy, you're in for something. Somebody is going inside is what I'm picking up, going inside, down for time. These are going to be very sensitive messages, okay? It probably won't be censored within any kind of media. Something censored, censorship or censored, like sentenced, they're definitely saying sentenced. Okay, so just briefly before we go on, before I keep channeling and then forget to tell everybody, this is your 1st to the 15th, but the channel messages. The 1st to the 15th of August will be over on tier 2, but you will get channel messages past and present that's going on with Cancer. Okay, but I will explain towards the end, but I really need to get on with these messages, Cancer, because they are quite important. Okay, I'm hearing sentenced. There's going to be a sentencing for some. It's definitely court proceedings for a lot of you. But I heard offender, a sex offender. Okay, now I also heard fender bender. It's something to do with either an accident. Okay, I've been channeling some very strange messages for the month for people. There was something to do with a car accident. It was involving a Cancer. You would have seen the monthly by now. These are really important. It is something about a sexual offender or a sentence or a fender bender or of a car crash or accident. These are sensitive messages. If you've never really watched tarot before, you probably won't want to watch this one, okay, at the moment, okay, because these are very important messages. Now, off with the cuffs is the first message that you've got, is off the cuff remark or a mark, the devil, scorn by something of an offender of, it might not be Capricorn, but it is definitely some kind of sexual remark or a remark or the name mark itself. This mark keeps coming up all of the time, man, in my readings. I think someone did tell me in the comments there was a mark, okay, but it is definitely an offender, right? Also in an offender, in a blender. Why on earth would you put someone into a blender? This is why I'm picking up some very strange messages around you, Cancer, that's for sure. Something to do with cuffs and off the cuffs. Now me, I always go with messages that are told to me, okay, previously by watching things just being told to me by spirit, something happening, I take note. Then when I end up taking notes, it sparks off and I think, hold on, I've just watched something that's to do with something. And that's related. Spirit says, yes, you're right, that's why that happened. It all happens for a reason. Please just go with it. But the one thing that I've been watching on Netflix at the moment is called Kingdom, right? And in Kingdom, he cut off, I don't know if people have watched it, it's to do with the UFC. And there was this person that was carrying, see, I really don't want to freak people out, right? But there was a sex offender, right? And he was on a list of something, and it was to do with courts and lists. And he got put on a list because he never went to court. Someone also might have a lisp, okay? But something to do with someone getting caught, okay? Now, I don't know how this is relating with you, but I watched Kingdom, okay? And just before I was doing your reading, I finished off kind of like watching a bit and then kind of, you know, went on about my day. But he cuts off his tag. He's got a tag around his foot, okay? And he's kind of going a little bit ballistic and he cuts this tag off. And then as soon as I come up with, okay, Cancer, and doing my routine, going to get a drink, coming back, bang, get messages, write them down, and then I do a video, okay? And I picked up off the cuff remark. And then off the cuff, I kept thinking, hold on a minute, I've just watched that, and then Spirit was like, yes, okay. So it's something about off with the cuffs, and it is something to do with the police, okay? And it is something to do with someone taking an offence or an offence. Now this is obviously not going to relate to everybody out there, right? But some it could be to do with a car or a Cancerian itself, another Cancerian, or an offender, or an offence, or taking an offence, or an affair. Okay. Now an affair, Cancerian, you've had that around you for quite some time now, because that was the video that got stole of mine again, that said the fatal attraction, right? Something is fatal, right? And it's still relating to that. See, I think everything happens for a reason. That person they stole, there was the Chinese things. I don't know if anyone's from China or anything like that, and if that's going to relate. But that was the video that was stolen from me. Everybody knows. I've worn the t-shirt, thrown it out, told everybody. But I think that that happened for a reason, for me to always have that in my head, right? Because that was something to do with Sagittarius as well, right? And it was taken. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you can remember back then, I was talking about Liam Neeson's Taken and the child being taken, right? And it's, well, I didn't know, but I do know now. It was back then. It was about a child being taken, or threatened to be taken, or threatening a child, or taking a child, and you might be going to the courts, or there's some kind of threatening behaviour. For some of you, it could just be that, but it is also an offender for some people. Now, if this isn't involving your life, you might see some strange stuff happening this month, because through Taurus, you will see what I wrote, what that was called, because that was plotting a murder. Right, and I related that to a sex offender. Wow, there you go, I did. Jeffrey Epstein. Taurus, I was channeling that because Taurus represents courts, worldly things of Taurus, okay? And it was to do with that. And someone's going to get plotted, and they was plotting a murder to shoot someone, right? And that's why I put that important message in the title. And it's coming through in your reading now, right? It's something to do with plotting and planning, and it might have to do with what you might witness this month, well, the 1st to the 15th, or I don't know when these channel messages will hit. But like I said, in Taurus energy, I am now only on the 23rd of July, right? And I normally do that just in case these have happened. I'll let you know that that's what I'm channeling now, okay? I hate having to keep explaining myself. It's really for people that haven't seen this channel before, and their kind of head is kind of like, what? Because this is what I'm hearing. What? Really? Because there's some sort of news that's going to come on the news. This thing is going to come on the news. You're going to see. If this is to do with that Jeffrey Epstein thing, you're going to see that woman that had loads of stuff in order to say and spill, that something's going to happen. Something is going to happen. Mark my words. And I haven't been watching it, following it. I did see it a long time ago, but it's coming up. They're saying it's coming. Someone's got it coming. Somebody has got something coming. And I don't even know what star signs they are, and I just go along with the messages. But it's coming through in your reading. Something to do with a sexual offender, an offender bender, and a Cancerian, and a accident, right? And the accident is come through in different readings. Oh, it was you. It was your monthly, was it? Who was it? Cancerian, Scorpio. And I said a Lucy and the name, right? Sorry, you'll have to watch your monthly. I'm sure it was you that I said about, sorry, because I'd done your reading of food like a week ago. You've probably seen them now, but I'd done them like halfway through. On the 15th I start normally, because I have personal readings, work and this, and so on and so forth. I'm sure it was your reading. So that's kind of like making a little bit of sense. See, sentence. It's making some kind of sentence. Someone's putting a case together. Right? Now, if I am right, I'll have to give these messages out. But it is something to do with an offender, sexual offender, right? And it could be to do with that case, right? It's saying it could be to do with a nutcase. I'm sorry, but that's what they say. Be careful of this person that might be around you that you think is a nutcase. Even if you think anyone has got any kind of cases or anything. Like, I've got my cases, that's what it's saying. I've got my cases and I'm off. Like suitcases or cases? Casey. Also the name Casey. Casey, oh, that's not Casey Neistat. I never knew, I don't know. Does anybody watch Casey Neistat on from New York? He might be from New York. It might be some kind of message. I don't know. But some kind of case. Got my cases and I'm off. Packing up, going and leaving something. To do with the suitcases. Or like get your suitcases and get out and go. Because I'm picking up go. Like go-go dolls. Go-go dolls? Something to do with a doll. See, this is weird. Pisces, they just had a reading called the mannequin or something. And it was to do with a prosthetics or mannequin. What on earth? I'm picking up some very strange messages through this, Cancer, I've got to say. I know I'm probably coming across as a little bit of a lunatic to you guys. but it is. So what else am I seeing? Not much. Cutting Hill or Notting Hill. Notting Hill or Nottingham? Nottingham, Tottenham, Cutting Hill, or Cutting a Hill? Cut Hill. Cut her. See, that's what I'm saying. Cut her. What on earth is someone cutting her? cut her. Cuff her. Sorry. Cuff her. See, it is. It's going to be a woman that's going to get arrested. And they're going to say, cuff her. Cuff her. I don't know what someone's been doing. I mean, it might not be. Like I say, it really probably isn't you guys. It could be something that you could witness, and it could be around that. This Epstein thing, I don't know why it keeps coming up in my head. But is anybody know if she's anything to do with these star signs, Cancerian or anything? But I'm hearing cuff her. See, the royal family, they're all involved. They were in it before this Epstein thing. I was channeling it, the royal family stuff. Because it was something to do with Aquarius or Sagittarius, and it was the royal family bowl of something. And also Pisces had that. Because there was loads of counterparts. People probably didn't watch the confusion of a Pisces reading towards the 15th to the 31st or the 30th of July. That was counterparts up to the max. Parting ways of parting. You see, there's been loads of retrogradal stuff that people are all been returning, right? So there's loads of returns of the past, loads of return. They keep saying something's returning or someone's returning back into an energy. Returns. Return. Retainer. Tainer or Tina? Oh, well, I know one of those as well. Wow. Tina's returning. Tina times 10. I used to know some, well, I don't, because she's narcissist, but called Tina. And that, you know, everybody kind of knows the experience that I had when I went over to Australia. Well, I actually phoned my mate up at the time. I was a Cancerian. He's a Cancerian. One of my best friends is a Cancerian. Damn, man. Sorry, I'm kind of getting lost and looking strange. Anyway, I phoned him up and he said, "Whoa, what on earth is going on?" And I said, "Man, this is Tina times 10. Right? And he laughed and he was like, "Bruv, that is a t-shirt all day long. Tina times 10. Wow, you couldn't get any worse than that. Tina times 10. Times 10. Times 10. Tables. Something to do with like times tables of children. Teacher. Or leave those kids alone. Something to do with kids. Teacher. Teaching. Sorry, I kind of half think I'll turn it off, but I can't because I can't grasp my energy of trying to give you any other messages apart from that this sounds a little bit crazy, really, in a way. There's something that is driving someone crazy. Unless it's just natural stuff and it's just kids that are driving you crazy, maybe. Right? It could even be that. Driving Daisy crazy. Daisy, the name Daisy? Or driving Miss Daisy crazy. Having to drive things. Having to drive a lot. Something to do with driving. You see, again, those messages are coming through. It was to do with driving, an offence, a fender bender, an accident, drinking, driving, and something around this. And that's why I said to people, be very careful around that, because it's coming through in your energy about driving and drinking, an accident, then there's some kind of offence, taking an offence. I hope someone doesn't take an offence to something and then goes out and drinks and then drives in a like a frantic state. And it would happen in a state. Someone would be in a state and it will be in a state. We don't have states here. We're from Britain. Sorry, I'm getting slightly frustrated if you can tell. It would be in like America and places that have states, right? We just have cities and countries and stuff. State. In a state. And Stacy, also the name Stacy, Tracy, track and trace. See, track and trace, track and trace. Again, oh wow, man! Again, the kingdom. If y'all are interested and you've watched that, right? It is the kingdom, and it is season 3, episode 3 and 3. 3 and 3. That's got to mean something because I got that up to try and remember what it's called, and it says season 3, episode 3. And it's the kingdom. Thank you, boys. It's called Thank You, Boys. See, there is something strange going on around that, guys. I'm really telling you, honestly. Because that's like 3 boys. Whoa. 3. See, hold on. Here we go. Three Little Boys was about three little boys. That was a sex offender. That was not Jim Will Fix It. The other person that got this is British stuff. That was someone that's in prison and has been in there for a long time now, and he was a TV presenter, and he sung Jake and the Pegs and Legs, and then he sung Three Little Boys, and it is Three Little Boys. What was his name? Can you tell what it is yet? And he was from Australia, and he was Australian, and it's, can you tell what it is yet? I forget what his name is, I'm sorry, but he got arrested for sex offending. 3 boys. Thank you, boys. Kingdom. King. Something to do with a king. Lion King? Lion. A Leo energy. Or the Lion King? Whoa, you see, even this is something to do with like cross-gender or something. Because the Lion King was sung by, what's his name? Can you feel the love tonight? Right, but he was, right? There is some very strange message around you, Cancer. And I don't know if you're going to witness this, and then there's going to be someone that's going to see that someone could have been offended, and hopefully it's not anyone in your family or something, and they're going to go out and they're going to be like, right, bruv, you're for it. Because there's someone that's going to get very angry about this. But please don't take this as fact, because this really isn't going to be for everybody, but I've got to channel what I'm channeling. We're slowly putting the pieces together. So can you feel the love tonight? See, can you feel the love? Someone's trying to feel love again, right? They're trying to feel again. See again, someone's trying to feel someone. Every time I try to move away from this message, Spirit just keeps throwing them at me to pull me back to it. It's trying to feel someone. Now, just because I'm channeling for Cancer, that does not mean you. I've got to make this clear for everybody. That does not specifically mean you. It just means that you could witness this, because there is a lot of witnesses. And see, there's a lot of witnesses. This is the Epstein thing as well. But there's children involved. There is like people like, oh dear man. Why do I always have to channel the weird stuff, bruv? Because it's an offender. It is. It's someone that's offended in the past is looking to offend again. I mean, I haven't watched the rest of this season, but as I was finishing it, he kind of like, he's got these knives all around. I don't want to freak people out, but he's got all these knives, right? And he'd done time for murder in this thing, and it was going into fighting, and he killed someone in prison, but it got covered up, right? It got covered up. I'm just going to go with the story. But it got covered up, okay? And then the person within this got him off and got him out and whatnot. But he did actually do this thing. He did actually kill this person. And he was actually a sex offender and also a murderer, right? But he kind of got off with it and then came out of prison, went back to his family home, and he's a bit cuckoo, right? And he ends up not being able to, he's very tempted in order to do things again. And the bit that I see, he cuts his tag off and he puts loads of stuff in his bag and he zips it up and he's off out, and I've not watched the rest of it yet. But it is something about that someone's trying to leave, but it is trying to also cover something up as well. Like someone is doing something devious around children or something, and they're trying to cover up their trace, like track and trace, and is on a tracking system that is locked around their ankle. And whether this is anything weird or not, it's still coming through that energy of that someone is trying to cover this up by not being tracked of what they're doing. So that's probably the guy that stole my stuff. Well, I don't know. That same video, and no matter how many times I complained and sent it to YouTube, that hasn't happened in ages now. That person has disappeared, so he's probably in prison trying to get out, bruv. I don't know, because I keep picking up someone's trying to get out or get off or just get out. It's like, get out, get out, get out, get out! You could be dealing with a Scorpio, but get out, get out, get out, get out. Right? Get out. Someone is going nuts because general message. Someone is going slightly crazy because they want to get out. Like they just want to get out. They want to get off with something, like get away with it, or get off with it, or just get off with someone. Someone's trying to get off with someone as well. Like, I just want to get off with this person. Like, I want to get away with something, but I really want to get away with it with that person and not this person. You're dealing with something of three, and I really want to get away with that. See, like, someone's trying to cover it up with something, and they're saying, look, I really want to get away with this. So I need to get away, but what I really want to do is get away from you, and I really want to get away with this with them. Do you know what I'm saying? It's really coming across like that I want to get away with it. Someone's really trying to cover their best to try and cover something up. Secret energy, so Libra energy as well, maybe. Possible Pisces, Virgo. Get away with something. Get away with murder. See, that's the normal saying. Get away with murder. To get away with murder. So if it isn't anything and you don't witness these, like murder, which is hopefully nobody does, because I really think that. I really do, and I've been channeling it just lately through my readings. Something to do with this Epstein thing. Because that's going to be all... I mean, you wait until all this comes out. You know, I have to go with the predictions because everything so far has come true. Trying to get away with something to do with children. So we're going to leave that. Right, okay, so I know they're a bit weird messages, I'm sorry, but I've got to go with what they rammed down my ear hole. Okay, so let's look at the past for Cancer. What's been going on in the past with Cancer? What's going on in the past with Cancer? Virgo energy, depression. There's some depressant, peasant. Why am I hearing peasant? Peasant? Peasants. Presence? Someone's presence. Someone's got a presence around them that they know that is not a very good energy around them. They can feel a presence around, like a bad energy around them. It's like there's this presence around me. There's presence around me. I've never channeled that through Virgo energy. But that's still 9. That still relates to control. Let's see what's been going on in the past with Cancer. These are not traditional readings, by the way, guys. I will channel messages through the cards. 9 of Cups. Someone's been taking quite a lot of time in order to get over something. Get over an illness also. It could be a physical or mental illness, but someone's been taking their time to do it. You've got the 9 of Cups. But taking their time. Okay, someone's been greedy with the amount of time that they're taking with someone. This is someone that is in this card is greedy with their time. Okay, taking up a lot of time, and it's taking a lot of time for someone to physically find out something. Sun could be Leo, something in the family that's been going on. This could be like a where a lot of people suffer from addiction, because 9 of Cups to me is an addiction, right? It is. It's a codependency. All 9s are codependent or independent energies. Through the 9 of Cups, there's someone in the family that is codependent, right? Big time, because they need support from brothers and sisters, or it's needing energy. I need your attention from these two that are not paying any attention here. We're not paying any attention. We're having a good time. This person's having their cake and eating it, the whole lot, right? So it's like, I need your attention, I need your attention, I need your attention, I need it drawn to me. But I'm not saying this is you. I'm really not saying it's you. I'm just saying that's the cards. The Hermit. I am not a mediator. The Hermit. I mean, Cancer is one of my best signs. There is not one Cancerian in life that I don't get on with, really. I just get on with the star sign of Cancer. I do. I know loads of Cancerians, and I get on with nearly all of them. You know, because I'm a Pisces. But you've got Virgo energy here that's drawing the attention. Roaring, I'm hearing roaring, which is crying, roaring, possible Leo, they have got Leo there. But the magician draws the energy down to themselves, right? Because it's so above, so below. Could have a Leo, could have a Virgo moon, or a big placement of Virgo, drawing the attention back to themselves of codependent energy. The magician has been Leo energy. There, you see, so above, so below. I can use a low vibration in order to be able to get what I want. People are probably not going to like this reading. Draw the attention back to myself to get that attention through the magician to make things work in my favour if you're going through something, right? There is. See, that's dirty as well. This is a phallic card. The King of Wands is very horny, right? What's the Four of Cups? Hangman. Pisces. It's been coming out through readings. Nine of Cups. Taking my time or taking too much energy from me by not doing anything. The Queen of the Hangman for the past for Cancer. The World. Miles apart but together. What's the Sun for? I mean, I have to go with those channeled messages because they come through very strong, and the tarot card reading basically just makes you read the cards, you know. The Sun. Six of Cups, family. Eight of Swords, Leo, but Leo Aquarius here. Six of Cups could have Gemini somewhere in the family, or Capricorn. Well, really, in the past, everything is kind of been this is people that are stuck with family members, pretty much. We're just stuck as a family. We're stuck with family members. So are these things that I'm predicting? They're future predictions, and this is just the past, and it's not been really that bad. There has been a depression, but someone has drawn the energy back to themselves and they've found their passion again. They've found their worth again. Nine of Cups. I do need some sort of attention, and I'm stuck in this situation now at a distance with this person possibly. Okay? It's not a bad energy really when you're looking at the cards. It's not too bad. I just have this feeling around me in the channel messages is that there is something very strange. Okay? So show me presently of what's going on with Cancer. Presently. I need to look. I can't leave that. I need to look more. What's the King of Wands for? King of Wands is the two. You see, there's a decision that needs to be made, or what needed to be made by someone. About an Ace of Cups. About offering to someone. What's the World for? The World. It is a lot to do with distance and trying to end a cycle. There could be pregnancy, the World. Yeah, that's a pregnancy, or having children, or sex, or what's the Eight of Swords for? Four of Wands, happy home. Oh dear, deceptive twin flame energy. Seven of Swords with the Four of Wands and the Eight of Swords. That's entrapped into a situation of twin flame, or a marriage, or a commitment at home with someone that keeps sneaking out the back door. This person's in a relationship here with the Four of Wands, but they're sneaking out the back door basically to do something, right? That's what I'm saying. There's someone around that's like in the house, out the house, in the house, out the house. When they're in the house, there's the relationship, and then the Seven is kind of like leaving the twin flame or the relationship to go and do something. So what is that Seven doing? The Truth, or been doing. Looking for the truth from the Queen of Swords. Oh dear. That could be the court situation that's going on. There's something going on in the family around the Queen of Swords that someone doesn't trust, and they're taking something from someone else. Let's see what's presently going on with Cancer. Ace of Cups. You start talking with someone, Ace of Cups, pure, honest. Opportunity 2. Cancer. Someone riding with Venus presently. What would be going on with Cancer presently? King of Wands is still here. Leo for me. So you've got a sex life, or you should have, with the King of Wands. If not, that's someone lurking around. Because the King of Wands wants a sex life, but is a offender. You see, there you go. This is an offence. So presently what I'm picking up, as you're watching this now, there's someone that's taken an offence to something. Like a sexual offence. This can be, see, I mean, you're going to have to either go with this story or not. But I'm picking up a sexual offence. Right? This is taking an offence to something, because this is why they're closing down and shutting off. I'm picking up like someone's taken an offence to some kind of like remark, or sexual remark, or a sex offender. What's the Ace of Cups for? Ace of Cups is a King of Pentacles, stability, money, a good strong backing and foundation is the King of Pentacles, a good opportunity for you to be with them, judgment, someone's return to someone's past. Someone is now very confused because in the energy is a King of Wands and a King of Cups, I nearly said, King of Pentacles. So presently you might be talking to your past partner or someone that you've met before, because there's so many judgments come up for people presently that there's been a lot of people that are all returning for favours, is what I heard, for flavour or favour or some kind of like, I don't know. But you're now confused the situation because someone's returned from the past that's now confused the situation now of a decision that is got to be made because someone has now made a connection with somebody, which is the Two of Swords. Lovers, Gemini. This is somebody that's returned to someone's past. I mean, is this the same person here? Because like I said, this 7 here is like a happy medium kind of like energy that's really not that bad there. But then it gets to the point from the Sun can mean someone new, and the 6 of Cups of like, I'm in a relationship here, but the 8 of Swords is more like I need to get out of the relationship. Like I'm smothered and stuck into a situation that I really don't want to be in, is the 8 of Swords. And I need to get out of the relationship of 4. 7 is like going and like either telling someone to get out or sneaking out the back door to do something here that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Presently what you've got is the Ace of Cups, is talking or confused the situation now with a very stable person, which is the King of the King of Cups, might be even a King of Cups as well, but the King of Pentacles, Gemini energy, and now return to the past. So if this person isn't in your energy now, they will be. If they are in your energy now, they're in it. Now you're in this energy now. King of Wands. King of Wands, still in a relationship. 6 of Pisces. Why did I say still in a relationship? But blocking that out. Like blocking off sex life. Not interested in sex life. Or not interested in it. Because this is a physical relationship, you see. This is someone that has got family with people. Or is actually in a soulmate relationship with someone, right, that they don't want to talk to or they're not talking to. And they're trying to block off the energy of an actual soulmate that they might be with, but this, for some reason, I keep picking up that even though the 2's and well, the 2 is here, because this sometimes, I know this is 6, but it can relate as 2 because it's a decision, and judgment is really like return from someone's past. And then, but there's also a physical relationship here. but someone that's not talking, like I'm blocking them out. Because these are both blocks. Blocking. What's the Four of Pentacles? So if someone found out karma, someone that's it all means come back to something. Everything's come back. So all I keep picking up is come back, or it's come back. The comeback story. What's the Seven of Wands? Seven of Wands, charging in with a message. The Ten of Wands, complete burden, still keeping a secret about a Pisces. The Ten of Cups. Someone is really trying their best to like keep someone out, but keep a secret about someone that they want in or out. I really pick up that someone's returned to someone's past through judgment, and it's now made someone self-doubt or now think like there's a lot to think about now, because I'm in a situation that I'm blocking out. I'm thinking about them, thinking about it, but the High Priestess has secrets about it. About someone that is trying not to witness it and like doesn't want a relationship, because the Seven here cannot want a relationship, or they block someone out or something off for a reason, right? Because of an offence. They took an offence to something, right? And they block that out and they keep a secret about it. And because of that not going on very well, there is an energy here that someone is now possibly talking to someone else and keeping a secret from someone and not telling them that they are talking to somebody. Do you know what I'm saying? You've got that energy here, which can be, I mean, even though this 3s and 2s not here, everybody gets into third-party relationships. Everybody has more than like one person in your life ever, right? You also have family and things. So I don't know why I'm getting very flustered. One more card. What's the High Priestess for? It's still waiting though. Still waiting but not saying. Like I'm not saying about it, I'm just waiting for things to happen even though I'm not prepared to make them happen. Like, so this is like someone that's with someone but they don't want to leave someone. So they're entangled with someone like through the Hangman energy. They're entangled with something that they're stuck in, that they can't get it out of or don't want to get out of, and they're doing it on purpose, but they're stuck in a situation with a soulmate, Six of Cups, but they don't get on with them and they don't talk to them and they're blocking them out, right? So they don't get on. So then the High Priestess is keeping a secret from possibly that person that they don't want to be with them, but they don't want to leave them or can't leave them because there might be children involved. They can't leave them and won't leave them, but they're still waiting on things to just turn out and see what happens without me doing anything. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, you've got to do something about your karma. It should just stay the same. So someone's basically got a connection with someone. They're not happy with the connection that they've got. They're realising that they're not talking or getting on, but they're keeping a secret from a person that they're not getting on with, but not doing anything about the situation at hand, which is also with the other person. They're just literally stuck. They're just literally stuck. Because they're waiting for stuff to happen without actually adding any action to it and not doing about it with the third person that they're trying to keep out of their life. Meaning, keep out my life, keep out my business. It's not any of your business. I can do what I want, even though I'm not really telling you, because I don't know what you'll do or say. I'm in a situation what it is, but I'm still waiting for things in life to happen to me or just sort itself out by not actually doing anything. Do you know what I'm saying? So someone's in a complete bind at the moment. But there is a very stable person here through the King of Coins. There's probably money involved and stuff, but it's a very, I mean, where's the channeled messages going? Because that can be prison here, that someone's trying to get out of prison. Four of Wands is prison. This is trying to get out of something, right? So that can be that. This can be the court also. The Queen, right? Can be involving all of that stuff. So that is here. But we don't want to know too much about that, really, because it's just obviously world events. But there is something that's going on around prison sentence trying to escape something, trying to get out of a soulmate twin flame relationship or a marriage or a commitment with someone, trying to do their best to take from that but not give anything to it either, which is why the blocked energy is there. And then also keep a secret about something that they're doing that they're waiting on, which could be a person. To either one, leave someone and think, well, you're going to have to leave someone in order to be with someone. You can't be with, well, unless you're a player. But still, even then, whether you're a player or not, you can't, like, you can't be with, like, two people forever. I don't know. So anyway, that's the channel messages and also your past and your present tense. Things are getting very tense around your energy. Your channel messages are strange, but I think that a lot of those are predictions of stuff through this month. So what we're going to do is we are going to look to what you would normally get for tier 2, okay? Which is your 1st to the 15th tarot reading. I'm going to clear all these up and we'll do a whole new spread. 1st to the 15th, okay? Here for you and then there for them, which will be what's going on in their life, how this compares to you and them, thoughts, feelings and all of the above. But it will be a full spread for you and a full spread for them, and then we compare the energies and I'll look for all sorts of different patterns of what we go through, okay? And that will only be over on tier 2 for everybody if you do want to join. For that, obviously, again, I've already mentioned it, in a month you get a 6-month reading as well that goes over there. You also get a free question and answer. You've got your monthly over there, and the 15th until the 30th or the 31st, that won't come out over on here, and that will only go over to tier 2, okay? That won't be past and present. That's only going to be done for tier 2, okay? All right, guys, thanks very much. See you soon.